So if you are going to get married to a man, you need to start praying, God, reveal to me things about this man's family. Don't go into marriage with a man with your two eyes blindfolded. No, open your eyes and pray. And if you don't pray, there are invisible things you cannot know. The only thing you see is that he's driving a Lexus Jeep. The only thing that you can see physically with the guy is that he has 6 pounds. He has a good house. He speaks well. His voice is wonderful. No. The invisible part of him, you cannot discover that. The invisible part that controls the visible part of him, you can never discover those ones until you pray. Hello, people. Welcome to Relationship Mysteries. In today's topic, I'm going to be speaking on 7 kinds of prayer for the man you want to marry. 7 kinds of prayer for the man you want to marry. A lot of women have been asking this question. What kind of prayer do I pray for my prospective husband? What kind of prayer should I pray for my intended partner? In today's video, I'm going to show you 7 kinds of prayer that you should be praying for the man you want to marry. It's one thing to pray and it's another thing to pray aright. A lot of women, when it comes to the issue of relationship and marriage, they pray amiss. So if you are a woman, you need to watch this video so that I can show you 7 kinds of prayer that you need to pray for the kind of man you want to marry. The first prayer to pray for the man you want to marry is what I call the prayer of revelation. Hear me again. The prayer of revelation. That is the first kind of prayer you should pray for the man you want to marry. Inside the prayer of revelation, you are praying to God after doing your homework, after you have done your research, after you have done due diligence in finding out the man's source, things about the man. Now you need to pray to God to help you to understand as well who the man is. Number 1, pray to God to help you to understand who this man that you want to get married to is. You need as well to pray to God to find out the way the man thinks. What kind of mentality does he have? You need to pray to God to reveal to you so that you can discover, you can find out the type of mentality that the man has. And then you need to equally pray so that you'll be able to find out what he's living for. Remember, inside the prayer of revelation is the prayer about the man's personality, his purpose, and his mentality. Don't joke with these 3 things. Because at the end of the day, these 3 things will determine whether your marriage will survive or whether it will fail. So in the prayer of revelation, you are asking God to reveal to you his personality, his purpose, and his mentality. The second kind of prayer for the man you want to marry is what I call the prayer of discovery. Inside the prayer of discovery, you are praying that God will help you to know things that you don't know about the man, hidden things, so that you can be able to discover the man's weaknesses, his weak points, things that that guy is hiding from you. Because the truth is that most time when we come to women for relationship and marriage, most of us are not real. We have a lot of things that we are hiding from you as a woman. Because if a man is to come out with the whole of himself to show you who he is, you are going to run away. And always bear in mind that people are not perfect. So I'm not talking about perfection. I am talking about you discovering the man's weaknesses and his strengths, so that you can be able to know whether you can still be in that relationship or marriage with him, whether you can be able to cope well in that relationship or marriage. Because there is a limit to what these optical eyes can see. As a human being, you can only see what is before you. You can only see the way he's behaving. You can only see what he's doing, but the invisible part of him, you don't know. But God can see 20 years from now. So when you are praying, prayer of discovery, ask God to reveal the man's motives to you. Why is this guy coming to me for marriage? Why is he seeking for my hand in marriage? Is there anything he's hiding? Is there something about him that I don't know, that I need to know? Whenever you pray to God and you are sincere, he will reveal those things, especially if that man is bad. Because there are men, if they come to you, they will only front their good side to you. They will not reveal the bad part of them to you. They will not reveal the bad side of them to you. They will hide their shit. They will hide their evil characters. They will hide their hidden agenda. And then they will only tell you what they want you to do. So in the prayer of discovery, you are praying to God to find out, one, the man's weakness, his strengths, his motives for wanting to marry you, the invisible part of him, if there is any. If the guy is pretending, when you pray, do you know what God will do? God will orchestrate events that will happen, that will make the man to reveal himself to you, that will make the man to reveal his true self to you, his true motive for coming to you for marriage. God will press buttons here and there, and the man will not even know when he start doing those things. And then you look at it and say, okay, so this is why this guy wants to marry me. So this is the second kind of prayer you want to pray for the person you want to marry as a woman. The third type of prayer you need to pray is what I call prayer for deliverance. Yes. You need to start praying, especially if the guy has indicated interest in marrying you. You need to start praying, tackling the spiritual aspect of his life. Maybe if there are spiritual issues, even you and him, both of you are having, you need to start praying for him. If he's under any curse in his family, you need to start praying that God will destroy those curses. If there are things that will make him to misbehave later on in your marriage or relationship with him, you need to pray that God should destroy those things. If there are negative things about the guy's family, you need to pray that God should deliver him from those things. So when it comes to the man you want to marry, the prayer for deliverance is very important. One, inside this prayer, you are praying that God should deliver him from the influence of family altars, family evil altars. You are praying that God should destroy any kind or any form of curse in that man's life. You are praying that God should destroy any form of spiritual attack that guy is having. Maybe if his character is something that is being manipulated from an evil altar, you need to pray that God should deliver him. The fourth type of prayer you should pray is the prayer of compatibility. Pray that both of you should be compatible. Very important. If your marriage is going to last, it will last on the altar of compatibility. Compatibility means that both of you understand yourself very well. Both of you reason alike. You see things from the same point in life. Compatibility means that both of you reason in a similar manner. Compatibility means that the guy's behavior, you are comfortable with his behavior. You are comfortable with the way he thinks. You are comfortable with the way he reasons. You are comfortable with the way he is. You are comfortable with his ideologies in life. You are comfortable with his ideas. You are comfortable with his perceptions about life. You are comfortable with his perspective towards marriage. So you need to pray the prayer of compatibility. That God should cause both of you to be compatible. That this guy you want to marry right now, there should be compatibility between both of you. You need to pray that prayer. The fifth kind of prayer you need to pray for the man you want to marry is a prayer for marital purpose. Hear me. Hear me. Every marriage that you are entering into is supposed to be fulfilling a particular purpose. There is no marriage without a purpose. Do you know why people are frustrated in marriage? There is no reason for them for going into that marriage. There is no reason for getting married to that guy. So you need to start praying that God should help you to find out what is the purpose, why both of you, why you are getting married to him. What does he want you to do in the life of that man? There is always a reason why you are stepping into the life of a man. So find that out. Sometimes on your own, you cannot be able to find that out until you pray. So you need to pray for marital purpose. God, this man that I'm entering into a relationship with him now, what do you want me to achieve in that relationship? What do you want me to help him to achieve? What purpose do you want me to help him to fulfill? This marriage, what is it all about? Yes, I'm getting married to him, but God, what do you want this marriage to be all about? What do you want this marriage to be? What do you want this marriage to represent? What do you want this marriage to solve? What problem do you want us to solve in the world with this marriage? Purpose is important. So you need to pray for marital purpose. The sixth kind of prayer you should pray is what I call prayer to discover the man's family identity and patterns. Very important. There is always a family identity and patterns that run in families. There are patterns that run in families. There are what I call family identities. So if you are getting married to any man, wherever the man is coming from, you need to pray so that you can discover, you can unravel the mystery behind the man's family identity and patterns. Because there are families, if you get married into that family, you discover that premature death is a prevalent pattern in that family. There are families that poverty is a prevalent pattern in that family. In fact, poverty has become the identity in that family. There are families that sicknesses have become a prevalent pattern with them. So if you are going to get married to a man, you need to start praying, God, reveal to me things about this man's family. Don't go into marriage with a man with your two eyes blindfolded. No, open your eyes and pray. And if you don't pray, there are invisible things you cannot know. The only thing you see is that he's driving a Lexus Jeep. The only thing that you can see physically with the guy is that he has 6 parts. He has a good house. He speaks well. His voice is wonderful. No. The invisible part of him, you cannot discover that. The invisible part that controls the visible part of him, you can never discover those ones until you pray. It is on the altar of prayer that family identity and patterns are revealed to us. So as a woman, you don't need to joke with this. Especially if the man you are getting married to, maybe their family is going through a kind of evil curse or spell. God might be sending you to that family to be their deliverer, to become their Moses, to become their Messiah like Jesus, so that you can deliver them from the captivity of the devil. So prayer for family identity and patterns are very important. Pray that prayer very well. Tell God to reveal to you the type of family you are going into, what that family is known to, what that family is known for, their legacy, the kind of altars that are in that family. You need to ask God to reveal to you things you don't know about that family, patterns that exist in that family from ancient time past. You need to ask God to reveal those things to you. The seventh kind of prayer you should pray for the man you want to marry is what I call the prayer of observation and surveillance. This type of prayer is what I call praying and watching kind of prayer. You are praying, but you are looking at the man. You are observing things for yourself. Yes. When it comes to prayer, I don't only tell people to pray, I also tell you as well, open your eyes as well and observe the guy's character. Observe the way he talks. Observe the way he reasons. Observe the way he behaves. All these things are very important. Observe all these things as you are praying. Be watching him, be studying him, be observing him, to know whether truly you are compatible with him as you are praying. Because sometimes when you pray, do you know the way God answers? God will start making the guy to behave in ways that you'll be able to see, to know whether you'll be compatible with him or not. And sometimes you don't know that your prayer is what is making him to bring out his true character, his true nature. So that's why I say, for you as a human being, there is a limit to what you can do. So you will do what you can do as a human being by finding out things about the man's family, studying about him. But the spiritual and invisible things as pertain to that man, you will never know them until they are revealed to you by God. So that God will help you, so that you can observe things that you should observe. You can focus on the right things. Because if God does not help your heart, you cannot focus on the right thing. You don't even find out the true motive why the guy is coming for you. He's coming for your hand and marriage. So this 7 kind of prayer for the man you want to marry, prayer of observation and surveillance, pray and then open your eyes and watch. So you can see the answers that God is sending to you. Maybe in his character, in his behavior, in the way he thinks, in the way he sees things, how he handles other women, how he handles issues in life. God will see a way he will reveal those things. But you need to be still as you are praying and watch and observe. Don't be carried away with emotional euphoria. Pray. Make your heart sincere so that God can reach out to you. Because marriage is a lifetime thing and you don't need to play with that. So I've told you now in this video 7 kinds of prayer you should pray for the man you want to marry as a woman. And if you have watched this video to this point, I want you to subscribe. A lot of you are watching my videos, but you are not subscribing. Please, I'm begging you to kindly subscribe so that this channel can grow, so that I can have more energy to create content for you to learn from. And also, I want you to know that subscription is free. You don't have to pay anything to subscribe. And I want you to turn on the notification button so that you see my new videos whenever you upload new ones. And I want you equally to share. See you in the next video.